the introduction to Shayich Ve'emunah, to the second book, which is about the gate, the pathway to unity, and what is the fundamentals of Jewish belief. Jewish belief in God, that is, God as creator. That's where we're going. So in this introduction, the Alter Rebbe spoke in yesterday's class about two types of love. A love that's a gift from above, and a love that is something we can achieve through our meditation. A love for God that is gifted from above is delighting in God that only the righteous can experience today, and something that we'll all experience with Mashiach in times of Messianic era. The second type of love is a love that we can achieve, again, through our meditation, and it can produce a knowing heart. So there's a mitzvah that we should, a command that we should love God. So the question is, how can you command a love? Either you feel something or you don't. Either you feel the love to God or you don't feel the love to God. How could you command the love of God? So if you are careful in the wording of the Shema, so the words say that they are al levavecha, that the words of Torah should be upon your heart. What does it mean upon your heart? It seemingly should be in your heart, but upon your heart. So what it means is that when you think about God as creator, when you think about God's involvement in creation, not necessarily that's going to bring a palpable feeling in your heart, but it's going to be at least on your heart. Meaning, it is a love that is born out of meditation. It's not something that is completely permeated within, but it's upon the heart. The higher level of love is deep within the heart, and it's transformational. Again, that's something that the righteous can achieve in this day and age, something that we'll all be able to achieve in the times of Mashiach. Now, with this then, we can understand, the Alter Rebbe says, sorry, give me one moment, that there's a youthful kind of love, and that youthful kind of love, a child's love in a sense, is a meditative one. It's a meditative form, what we just spoke about. That through that meditation, it's upon the heart. Does it penetrate thoroughly? No. That's an adult form of love. Now, when we speak about adult and child over here, we're speaking on a very lofty level. Not to be mixed up in our day-to-day perception of what it means, love, adult love, and a child's love. Because this child's love is, again, meditating upon the greatness of God, God's involvement in creation, and through that being able to have upon your heart some sentiment, some feeling, some sense of a love of God. But it's not permeating within the heart, it's al levavecha, not bil levavecha. It's upon the heart. which that's a great achievement. That's a great achievement. So with this, then the Alter Rebbe says we can understand what. Before that. Now, with this, then we appreciate that even a righteous person cannot always be permeated with a delight in God through and through in their heart. There will be times that the tzaddik, who is growing from strength to strength, from level to level, is climbing to the next level. There's not a, when you're climbing, you take your foot off the ladder, you're kind of at a at-risk position. You don't have the complete, what's the word, groundedness of 2 feet on the rungs of the ladder. So there is a, moving back to go forward, even by the righteous. In that moment of moving back, like the old saying, 1 step back, 2 steps forward. Even by the righteous, when they have that, it's not, the backwards is not in a sinful way, not doing something wrong, but sometimes there's a vacuum that's created in order that you can then leap to the next level. At that moment, the love of the lights, the higher level, that is a heart permeated through and through, is not always available. So the righteous then will fall back on their youthful love, the one that was meditative. Meditative means that you have to think it through in order to bring it about, as opposed to one that's a fiery, passionate desire and cleaving to God, just without the thought. It's just there, totally there. So sometimes even the righteous needs to fall back on that. And that's what King Solomon was saying on a deeper level, that educate the child according to his ways. What's his ways? Youthful love of God, one that's based on a meditation. That also when he will grow older, he won't fall away from it. He won't depart from it. In other words, he'll still need that youthful love, even though when he grows older, adult, meaning righteous, then still be able to fall back on it, because there will be times that it's necessary to fall back. And with this, the Alter Rebbe concludes. Well, it's really on Yom Tov tomorrow, so I'm just concluding it now. The idea of that our faith in God, the unity in God, that our faith is in the unity of God. In other words, that there's one God. No, the unity and the oneness of God is what we're talking about. So that is the foundation that ultimately should lead us, when we meditate upon it, the lower level of love, right, which is remarkable, that's upon the heart, and ultimately we'll come to the higher level, at times of Mashiach at least. These unities are called different levels: Yichudei Eloah, Yichudei Tata, higher level of unity, lower level of unity. All of these ideas we're going to, God willing, after Shavuos, discuss further. Tonight there will be a 6 o'clock for those interested, a pre-Shavuos talk that you can get on Facebook, Chabad ZK. You can join us. And I want to wish everybody a wonderful holiday. Kabbalas Torah b'pnimius b'simcha b'pnimius, receiving the Torah with great joy and great inwardness. That's when you recognize how beautiful the Torah is, and all of us do, because that's why we're here learning. When we recognize that, then we will accept the Torah once again for the 3,333rd time with great joy and inwardness. Have a good Yom Tov, everybody. Thank you for joining.